So this is the second part of the basics of how can you become a virtual assistant and how does it works. So first of all, let's start with the basics. So ano ba talaga yung virtual assistant? So a virtual assistant is an independent contractor who provides administrative services to clients while operating outside of the client's office. Typically, they operates from a home office but can access the necessary planning documents such as shared calendars remotely. So to make it short from the word itself, virtual, so you're working in a workspace in a place na yung client mo hindi mo siya kasama sa isang lugar. So it could be you're working from home and then your client is outside the country or maybe from a different um, town or a city like kasi with the current pandemic right now uh, with the current pandemic most of the employees are working from home so parang virtual assistant na rin sila so yun na yung nangyayari ngayon um, they work from home pero yung employer nila is nasa located sa Quezon City or sa Makati or some any part of the Philippines. So ganun din kapag freelancing ka kasi you can do it um, local or international. So it also applies for international. So you're working here in the Philippines, but your boss or your client is located somewhere, any part of the globe. So it could be in the U.S., in Australia, or UK, anywhere. So how does virtual assistant work? So as I've mentioned, they work using a computer, a laptop, a headset, and an internet connection. They can work anywhere, like coffee shop, at the beach, during vacation, or any part of the world. Basta meron kang internet connection, you have headset, you have laptop or computer, go ka na. Pwede na yan. So ano ba yung classifications ng virtual assistant? Meron tayong tinatawag na voice, non-voice, and mixed. So voice, ito yung mga virtual assistant na, well, of course, voice, gumagamit ng headset or phone. They speak with clients or they receive calls or probably they call clients or they make outbound calls. So meron ding non-voice. Non-voice, ito yung mga email support, chat support, mm, social media moderator, social media manager, or web designer, or transcriptionist. So anything that's non-voice. And then there's also mixed. So sometimes yung task mo is you'll be calling a client or you'll be speaking with customers. And sometimes yung task mo will be offline or yung non-voice. Yung mga emails, ganun. So meron ding full-time, part-time, and project-based. Full-time meaning you're working with them, with your client 8 hours or 8 to 12 hours a day. Meron ding part-time, ibig sabihin, yun, 1 hour a day or 2 hours a day, up to 6 hours a day. Tapos, minsan mga 3 times a week lang. Depende kung ano yung agreement nyo or yung requirement ni client. Project-based, from the word itself, project-based, ano lang to, may project na ipapagawa sa'yo yung client. And then, kapag natapos mo na yung project or yung task, then tapos na yung contract mo with with them. So, work schedule. So, ang work schedule of a VA, meron siyang full-time, as I've mentioned earlier, 8 to 12 hours a day. And then, that's five days a week. So, minsan, meron dyan 6 days a week and then 1 day off. Minsan naman 2 days off. And then, merong part-time na 2 to 6 hours a day. Or minsan, ang sasabihin niyan, kailangan ko lang ng 20, kailangan lang ni client ng 20 hours in a week or 10 hours a week. So, yun yung mga part-time. So, ang schedule niyan, day shift, either day shift, mid shift, or graveyard. For most of the time, for freelancer, graveyard shift yan kasi madalas nasa US yung mga clients. Pero depende pa rin sa requirement kasi minsan yung mga companies or yung clients, they work 24/7 or yun nga, kung flexible naman yung task mo na it doesn't require you to work on a graveyard shift. So, ayun yun. May fixed schedule and flexible. Fixed schedule meaning, let's say kung full-time ka in a fixed schedule, para kang regular employee. You're working for 8 hours na may, let's say, um, from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. na schedule. So, every day, ganon. Yun yung fixed schedule. Flexible schedule meaning you can work anytime you want. You can um, log in or let's say ang requirement ni client, 'di ba, 30 hours in a week. So, it doesn't necessarily mean na in a day kailangan baka 8 hours ka kaagad. So, depende yan. So, flexible, you can work at your own convenience. As long as ma-meet mo or matapos mo yung task mo. Meron ding long term and short term. So, long term, ito yung mga they see you or they need your service like 2 to 3 years or 2 years onwards. And then short term, ito yung mga 1 year contract or 3 months or 1 month, six, yun, basta short term, seasonal. Seasonal lang siya. Pero minsan, may mga client naman na pag nag-post sila ng job, initially, they will put short term. Pero kapag nakita nila na yung performance mo is okay, you finish the task on time, okay yung trabaho mo, eventually they might proceed or they might absorb you for or offer you a full-time job in a long-term um, agreement. So, sino ba yung mga clients na sinaserve? So, madalas, most of often than not, clients are based in the United States, in UK, in Australia, and some countries na part of Europe. So, who are these clients? So, they are executives, professionals, business owners, CEO, or any individual. So, you have direct contact with the CEO. Let's say, isang online business owner of uh, an e-commerce, let's say online shop. So, you can speak directly to the CEO. Minsan ganon. Minsan nga ikaw lang mag-isa yung client, yung employee niya. So, minsan 5, minsan 2, minsan 3 lang kayo, ganon. Business owners, so yan. Meron din dito sa Philippines na client. You can get your client locally as well. So, salary rate, method, and frequency. So, merong hourly rate and fixed rate. So, dito sa hourly rate, it starts, ang minimum hourly rate is $3. That's a decent salary or hourly rate. Kung may mag-offer ng $1 or $2 per hour, not I don't recommend, pero kung just for the heck of getting an experience, then so be it. So up to you. It's your discretion if you want to get a $1 or $2 hour $2 hour per hourly rate. So depende yan sa'yo. Pero minimum is $3 up to $50 per hour, depending on the position and your task. So some of the position are social media marketer, data entry, product research, customer service or tech support, admin assistant, real estate, and a lot more. So, konti lang to. Some. And then, meron ding tinatawag na fixed rate. Ito yung mga project-based. So, minsan, nagsa-start yan ng $30 up to 5,000 US dollars per project. So, ito yung mga web developer, sila yung gumagawa ng website ng isang company or client, logo or graphic designer, video editor, photo editor, web technician, project manager, email copywriter, writer. So, yan. Some of, konti lang to. So, marami pang iba na position. Pero yan, dyan nagsa-start yung mga project-based na rates. So, paano yung sahuran sa virtual assistant? Yung frequency niya, yun nga, sasabihin nila per hour ka or per project-based ka ba. And then, magpapasahod yan usually weekly or bi-weekly or yung 15-30 and then per month. So, depende yan sa magiging agreement nyo ni client during the hiring process na. And then, saan siya pinapadala? Bali, remittance siya. Um, Most of the time, ang ginagamit ng mga clients is through TransferWise, and then PayPal, Payoneer, and then minsan yun, directly sa ano nyo, bank account nyo. Minsan papadaanin yan sa TransferWise and then diretso sa bank account. So, depende pa rin yan, as I've mentioned, sa client. Kasi minsan may mga client na established na sila, meron na silang sariling payroll system or yung payment method. Pero, yun nga, most commonly used na payment method is through PayPal, Payoneer, and TransferWise, and then bank transfer. So, what are the pros and cons of a virtual assistant? So, there's a lot, pero ito yung some. So, yung advantage niya is you can work anywhere, you can wear anything. So, kahit nakapajama ka pa, bagong gising ka pa, okay lang yan. You can set your own rates. So, you can watch movies anytime while working. Pero, syempre, make sure na hindi yung maneneglect yung task mo. And, make sure na ibang device yung ginagamit mo habang nanonood ka ng movie. Let's say, you're watching your Netflix using your phone, and then you're using your laptop for working. And then, you can earn a lot of money because you can work for more than one client. I know some um, they have like two full-time jobs and then three part-time jobs. So yung iba may project-based pa. So you can get a lot of client as well. You can get a lot as many as you want. Pero syempre, you have to make sure na nade-deliver lahat ng mga task. And you can spend more time with your family. So, what are the downsides naman of of a virtual assistant? So, you pay your own tax and benefits. So, unlike with in the traditional work, you have to pay for your SSS, your PhilHealth, your Pag-ibig. You have to pay your taxes on your own. So, magpapa-change ka pa ng status niyan from employed to self-employed or anong tawag dito? Meron silang tinatawag na voluntary contribute pasagara, parang voluntary yung magiging status mo or self-employed. And then downside pa is distraction. So yung mga noisy background, yung kapitbahay, yung tunog ng mga sasakyan, yung ingay sa bahay ng mga aso or or manok na tumitilaok, yan, ganyan. Another downside is yung tough competition. So, um, we're with the pandemic, there's a huge increase of competition sa pagiging VA kasi lahat nawala ng work and then lahat syempre medyo takot lumabas. So they want to work from home na and there's an huge increase dun sa mga applicants. So medyo mahirap yung labanan sa pag na makakuha ka ng ano ng job or maging VA. Next is increase in electric consumption. So, syempre, you'll be using some devices while working. So, expect na tataas talaga yung electric consumption nyo. And then, we are not regulated by DOLE. So, unlike with the traditional, kapag may problema ka with your employer, you can file a case to DOLE. But, being a VA, kung ayaw na sa'yo ng client mo and sinabi niyang um, end of contract, that's it. So, hindi ka na pwedeng maghabol kay Dole na, hey, tinerminate na ako ni client, ganon. Inend na niya yung contract ko, ganon. Walang ganon. Hindi tayo makakapag-file ng case kay Dole. Okay, so I'll see you on my next video for more tutorial courses.